I'll never forget the night it all came crashing down. The air was dry, the harmattan winds brushing against my skin as James and I sat on his balcony in Lecky. The city buzzed faintly in the background, cars honking, music playing from a nearby lounge. But I barely noticed. My heart was pounding too loudly in my ears. "James," I said, my voice trembling, "there's something I need to tell you." He looked at me, his face calm and open. "What is it, Jenny? Why are you so tense?" I looked away, staring at the faint glow of the streetlights below. I had rehearsed this moment 100 times in my head, but now that it was here, the words felt heavy, too heavy to say. "James, I've made mistakes in my past," I began, my hands twisting nervously in my lap. "Big ones, things I'm not proud of." He tilted his head slightly, watching me carefully. "Everyone has a past, Jenny. What matters is who you are now." I wished it was that simple. Taking a deep breath, I pushed forward. "When I was in university, I got involved with someone. It wasn't serious, just a fling. But I got pregnant." The words hung in the air like a storm cloud. James's expression didn't change, but I saw the flicker of something in his eyes. Shock, maybe disbelief. "I was scared," I continued, my voice breaking. "I didn't know what to do. My parents were strict, and I couldn't face the shame. The boy didn't want anything to do with it, so I swallowed hard, the memory cutting into me like a blade. I terminated it." James leaned back in his chair, his face suddenly unregenerable. "You had an abortion?" he asked quietly. I nodded, tears spilling down my cheeks. "I regret it every single day, James. It's something I've carried with me for years, and it's haunted me. I've prayed for forgiveness, and I've tried to move on, but I knew I had to tell you before we started our life together." He didn't say anything for a long time. The silence stretched between us, thick and suffocating. Finally, he stood up and walked to the edge of the balcony, staring out at the city below. "I don't even know what to say," he muttered, his voice low. "James, I've changed," I said, standing up and moving closer to him. "I'm not that scared, reckless girl anymore. I've grown, I've learned. I'm telling you this because I love you, and I want us to start our marriage on a foundation of truth." He turned to face me, his eyes filled with a mixture of hurt and disappointment. "Jenny, you should have told me this a long time ago. How do I even process this? How do I reconcile the person I thought I knew with this?" "I was afraid," I whispered, "afraid of losing you." "Well, now I don't know if I can go through with this," he said, his voice breaking slightly. "This is too much, Jenny. I need time to think." I nodded, unable to speak through the lump in my throat. He walked past me, into the apartment, and closed the door softly behind him. That was the last time I saw him. The next day, James sent a message saying he couldn't continue with the relationship. He said he loved me but couldn't move past what I had shared. He wished me well and asked for space. It's been weeks since then, and I feel lost. I told the truth because I thought it was the right thing to do. I believed love could overcome anything, but now I'm not so sure. I don't know what to do. Should I have kept my past to myself? Was it wrong to tell him the truth so close to our wedding? Or did I do the right thing, even if it meant losing him? Please, if you're watching this, I need your advice. My heart feels broken, and I don't know how to move forward. What would you do if you were in my shoes?